us and algorithms based off what you were just privately thinking. Because technology, remember, is mimicked off of the human brain, the body, the telepathic human psychic conscious. I'm predicting we're at the stage of prophecy where I was seeing or dreaming. I first started to speak up on planes falling from the sky about 3 months before the first quarantine, back in 2019, before the actual pandemic. I've shared this story on YouTube. At the time, I was just becoming okay with the fact that I may just be very psychic and prophetic. Maybe. And if you didn't know, I'm a car girl. I was previously selling cars and I had taken a picture in a client's orange McLaren. 2 months later, it made news in Buffalo, New York, that he had tragically died in a plane crash. When I read that news, it spoke to me deeply. I could just see, I had this knowing in my being that this was only the beginning of what would be many planes falling from the sky. People thought I was so negative. They say, oh, you have this light. But that's negative. People thought I was crazy. I kid you not. I have had very little, limited to no involvement with airports since I received this download of truth. Truth that we unfortunately are seeing play out right before our eyes, that has been playing out before our eyes and now around the world. I had recently began to see dreams of fires and ended up being led to moving to Camarillo, California. And I was trapped in bumper to bumper traffic while the mountains around me were blazed on fire, where we experienced the start of horrific fires to come that they had not experienced for many, many years. Simultaneously, I was hit with earthquake dreams, which led me to packing my bags and moving to New York. Sure enough, a minor earthquake hit my old apartment right after I left. I will dream about prophecy and then be led right into the storm and then led to share stories about it. Just as I am with you today in this long, heartfelt message. It's all on purpose. This message is authentic and will reach those who need it to reach. When I saw floods while living in Garland, Texas in 2021, I said, there is no way Dallas could flood. And voila. Dating a guy in Fort Worth in 2022, and I had to pull over for an hour as the streets flooded for the first time in years. And I had witnessed a flood that was this serious. I've never witnessed a flood like this. But I was prepared because almost 1 year to the date prior, 1 year prior to the date, I had a dream that I would get caught in a flood. And God spoke to me saying, there is another way, you will be okay. I want to ask you, are you seeing floods, fires, and wars in your dream? And are you struggling to discern if this is your subconscious speaking to you or prophecy? I can help you. Work with me. Being prophetic right now during these times is extremely difficult. And usually true prophets are cast away from their family and homeland after giving messages of warning. And this releases us from the constant emotional and psychological hardship we face in not being heard and received by our loved ones. Loved ones who cannot see, or I would call it refuse to see. We all have a pineal gland and we all have a heart. and it's our choice to use them in alignment.